Hello! Hi, we are the Dartmouth Wood Mechanicals. We are a Shakespeare troupe. We perform 3 Shakespeare shows every year. And this is our first ever tour. Whoa! It's called The Comedy of Errors. You guys know what a comedy is? Yes. Okay. I want you guys to all practice your biggest laugh right now, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If we could have this energy, laughing, good time energy through the whole show, that would be awesome, okay? This isn't, Shakespeare is very serious, very dramatic, blah, 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 blah. We're not like that. We're going to have fun. There's going to be goofy things happening, okay? Total nonsense. Okay. But what is the Comedy of Errors? I will now explain all of the characters to you so fast so you guys know what's happening on the show. Cool? Okay. Once upon a time, there was a merchant named Aegean. Aegean had a beautiful, lovely wife named Amelia. She's gorgeous. And Aegean and Amelia had 4 kids, 2 sets of twins. But one day, they were caught in a shipwreck, and they were separated. Amelia went to the city of Ephesus, and Aegean went to Syracuse. No! Oh. Now we flash forward years in the future. Antipholus of Ephesus, he's young, he's rich, he's well-respected. He lives with his brother, the younger Dromio of Ephesus, and his wife, Adriana, and her sister, Luciana. He is well-loved by all. Now, on the other hand, we have this other twin, Antipholus of Syracuse. He is less rich and less loved by all. He lives with his younger brother, Dromio of Syracuse. They are going in search of their lost twins. They end up in this city called Ephesus, and all these crazy things start to happen, and everyone's running around, and it's nonsense. Oh my God! We open up in the city of Ephesus where Aegean, the merchant, has just been arrested. Ladies and gentlemen, please, round of applause for the Comedy of Errors!
Proceed, Solinus, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death end woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. The enmity and discord which of late sprung from the rancorous outrage of your duke to merchants, our well-dealing countrymen, who wanting guilders to redeem their lives, hath sealed his statutes with their bloods. Therefore, it hath been decreed that if any Syracusian come to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies. His goods grant to the duke's dispose, unless 1,000 marks can be levied to quit the penalty and ransom him. Thy substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount unto 100 marks. Therefore, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this my comfort. When your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusian, speak in brief the reason why thou departest thy native home, and for a reason thou camest to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak my griefs unspeakable. In Syracuse was I born and wed unto a woman. Oh, happy but for me and by me, had not our hap been bad. With her I lived in joy, our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidamnum, till my factor's death and the great care of goods at random left drew me from kind embracements of my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old before herself, almost fainting under the pleasing punishment which women bear, had made provision for her following me, and soon and safe arrived where I was. There had she not been long before she became a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons. And which was strange, the one so like the other could not be distinguished but by names. Antipholus! Oh, that very hour, and in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden. Male twins, both alike. These, for their parents were exceeding poor, I adopted, and brought up to befriend my sons. My wife, not meanly proud of two such boys, made daily motions for our home return. Unwillingly I agreed. Alas, too soon we came aboard. Not a league from Epidamnum had we sailed before the always window-baying deep gave any tragic instance of our harm. But sooner did we not retain much hope, for what obscured light the heavens did grant, did but convey into our fearful minds a doubtful warrant of immediate death. The sailors sought for safety by our boat, and left the ship sinking right to us. And my wife, more careful for the ladder-born, fastened him with a small spare mast, such as seafaring men provide for storms, and to him one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been like heedful of the others. Children thus disposed, my wife and I, fixing our eyes on whom our care was fixed, fastened ourselves at either end the mast, and floating straight obedient to the stream, was headed on towards Corinth, as we thought. At length, the sun, gazing upon the earth, dispersed those vapors that offended us, and by the benefit of his wished light, the seas waxed calm. And we discovered from afar two ships making amain to us, of Corinth that, and of Epidaurus this. But ere they came, oh, let me say no more. Gather the sequel by what went before.
Nay, forward, old man, do not break off so. We may pity, though not pardon thee.
Oh, ere the ships could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered of a mighty rock, which being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the midst, so that in this unjust divorce of us, fortune had left to both of us alike what to delight in and what to sorrow for. Her part, poor soul, seeming as burdened with lesser weight, but not with lesser woe, was carried with more speed before the wind, and in our sight they three were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, as we thought. At length the other ship seized on us, and knowing whom it was their hap to save, gave healthful welcome to their shipwrecked guests, and therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus have you heard me, severed from my bliss, that by misfortunes was my life prolonged, to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
But for the sakest of them that thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to dilate in full what hath befallen thee and them till now.
Well, my eldest son, and yet my youngest care, at 18 years became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like, reft of his brother, but retained his name, might bear him company in the quest of him. Him whom, whilst I labored of a love to see, I hazarded the loss of whom I loved. 5 summers have I spent in furthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and thus, coasting homewards, came through Ephesus, hopeless to find, and yet loath to leave unsought, or that, or any place that harbors men. But thus ends the story of my life, and happy were I in my timely death, could all my travels warrant me they lived.
Hapless Aegean, were it not against our laws, against my oath, my honor, my dignity, my soul would sue as advocate for thee.
Thank you so
But, though thou art adjudged to death, and past sentence may not be recalled, but to our honor's great disparagement, yet I will favor thee in what I can. Therefore, Syracusian, I will grant thee this day to seek out all the friends thou hast in Ephesus. Beg thou or borrow to make up the sum, and live. Or no, if no, then thou art doomed to die. Okay.
Hopeless and helpless doth the Aegean wend, but to procrastinate my lifeless end.
Therefore, give your out of Epidamnum, lest your goods be too soon confiscated. This very day, Syracusian merchant is apprehended for his arrival here, not being able to buy out his life according to the laws and statutes of the town, dies ere the weary sun sets in the west. But here is the money that I have to keep.
Go bear to the Centaur, Dromio, where we host, and stay there till I come to thee. Within this hour will be dinner time. Till that, I'll view the manners of this town. Get thee away.
Many a man would take you at your word and go indeed, having so good a mien.
Trusty villain, sir. What? Wilt thou walk with me about the town and then come to my inn and dine with me?
Sir, there are certain merchants of whom I hope to make much benefit. I crave your pardon. Soon at 5 o'clock, if it please you, I'll meet you upon the mart.
Oh, farewell till then. I will go lose myself and wander up and down
I
with you in the
commend
city.
you to your content.
He that commends me to mine own content commends me to the one thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in an ocean seeks another drop. Here comes the almanac of my true date. What now? How chance thou art returned so soon?
Return so soon, rather approach too late. The cabin burns, the pig falls from the spit, the clock has struck 12 upon the bell. My mistress has made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having broke your fast, but we that know what 'tis to fast and pray are penitent for your defaults today.
Stop in your wind, sir. I pray you, tell me this. Where have you left the money?
6 pence, so that I had a Wednesday last. The saddler had it, sir. I kept it not.
I am not in sportive humor now. Tell me and dally not, where is the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou entrust so great a charge from thine own custody?
I pray you err as you sit at dinner. I from my mistress come to you in post.
Romeo, come! These jests are out of season, reserved until a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee?
To me, sir? Why, you gave no gold to me.
Come on, sir knave, have done your foolishness, and tell me how thou hast disposed of thy charge. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hadst of me?
Well, have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress's marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both.
Thy mistress's marks? What mistress, knave, hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress at the Phoenix. She did not fast till you come home to dinner, and prays that you will hie you home to dinner.
What? Without flout me thus unto my face, being forbid? There! Take you that, sir knave!
What mean you, sir? For God's sake, hold your hands! Nay, if you will not, sir, I'll take my heels.
Come here! Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is o'erwrought of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage. If it be so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll to the centaur to seek this knave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Act 2, in which Antipholus of Syracuse meets his wife.
Neither my husband nor the knave returned, and in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock. Perhaps some merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he's somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret. A man is master of his liberty. Why should their liberty than ours be more? Because their business still lies out the door. Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill. Oh, no, he is the bridle of your will. There's none but asses will be bridled so. Why, headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. Well, were you wedded, you bear some sway. Ere I learn love, I'll practice to obey. How, if your husband starts some other way? Till he come home again, I would forbear. Patience unmoved, no marvel though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause. But, if thou live to see like riper at this school, thy patience in thee will be left. Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Here comes your man. Now is your husband nigh. Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
Nay, he set 2 hands with me, and that my 2 ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with him?
Why, sure, my master is horn mad.
Horn mad, thou
Oh,
villain!
I mean not cock cold mad, but sure, he is stark mad. When I did ask him to come all home to dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. 'Tis dinner time, quoth I, my gold. Quoth he, your meat doth burn, quoth I, my gold. Quoth he, will you come home, quoth I, my gold. Quoth he, my mistress, sir? Quoth I, hang up thy mistress, I know not thy mistress' house is my mistress.
Well, who?
Quoth my master, I know, quoth he, no house, no wife, no mistress.
Go back again, thou knave, and fetch him home.
Go back again and be you beaten home? For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, knave, or I will break thy pate across.
Or else he will bless that cross with other beating. Between you, I shall have a holy head.
Hence, parading peasant! Fetch thy master home.
Am I so round with you as you with me that like a football you do spurn me thus? Thou wilt spurn me hence, and he will spurn me hither. If I am to last in this service, you must case me in leather.
Fie, how impatience loureth in your face! His company must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Hath homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek? Then he hath wasted it. I mean, what ruins are in me can be found by him not ruined. Then is he the ground of my features. My decayed fair, a sunny look of his would soon repair, but too unruly dear, he breaks the pale and feeds from home. Poor I am, but his stale.
Self-harming jealousy. Fie, beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage otherwhere, or else one lets it, but he would be here. Sister, you know he promised me a chain. With that alone he would detain and keep fair quarter with his bed. I see the jewel-best enameled lose its beauty, but the gold bides still that others touch, and often touching will wear gold. And no man that hath a name by falsehood and corruption doth shame. Since that my beauty cannot please his eye, I'll weep what's left away, and weeping die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
Gold I gave to Dromio is laid up safe at the Centaur, and the heedful knave has wandered forth in care to seek me out by computation and mine host's report. Oh, see, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humor altered? As you love so jest with me again. You know no centaur, received you no gold, my mistress sent to have me home to dinner, my house was at the Phoenix. Tell me, wast thou mad, when thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When speak I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
What? I did not see you since you sent me home to the Centaur. With the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt, and toldst me of a mistress and a dinner for which I hope thou felt I was displeased.
I am glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Yea, dost thou jeer and flout me in the teeth? Oh, thinkest thou I jest? Hold! Take you that! And that!
Pray, hold, for God's sake. See your justice earnest. Upon what bargain do you give it me?
Because I sometimes do familiarly use you for my fool, and chat with you. Your sauciness shall jest upon my love, and make a common of my serious hours.
I pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I am beaten. Ow!
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say every why hath a wherefore.
Why first? For flouting me!
Ow! Oh! Oh!
And then wherefore? Again. Yeah. You ready?
out of season, wherein the why and the wherefore was neither rhyme nor reason. I thank you, master.
Thank me? For what?
Marry, sir, for this is something you have given me for nothing.
Oh, I'll make you amends next to give you something for nothing. But soft, who asks us yonder?
I, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana, nor thy wife.
I have a wife.
The time was once when thou unurged wouldst found that never word for music to thine ear, that never object well pleasing to thine eye, that never touch well welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savor to thy taste unless I spake, or looked, or touched, or carved in thee. How comes it now, my husband, oh, how comes it that thou art thus estranged from thyself? Do not tear thyself away from me. For no, my love, as easy as thou mayst fall a drop of water in the breaking gulf, and take unmingled that same drop again without addition or diminishing, as take from me thyself and not me too. How dearly would it touch me if shouldst thou but hear I were licentious? I am possessed with an adulterate blot. My blood is mingled with the crime of lust. For if we two be one and thou play false, I can digest the poison of thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then far league in truce with thy true bed. I live this state, and thou art this
I plead you to me, fair dame. I know you not. In Ephesus, I am but 2 hours old, a stranger to your town as to your talk.
Why, brother? How the world is changed with you. When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
by thee! And this thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee, and then his blows denied my house for his, and me for his wife?
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman?
I saw-
What is the course and drift of your compact?
I never spake with her before this time.
But how? Because you delivered her very words to me upon the mart.
I never saw her in all my life.
And how can she thus call us by our names? Unless it be by inspiration.
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your knave? Come, I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art an elm, my husband, I a vine.
To me she speaks, she moves me for her theme. What, was I married to her in my dream? Or speak I now and think I hear all this? Error drives our eyes and ears amiss. Until I know this sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my deeds. Cross me for a sinner. This is the fairyland. Spite of spites, we walk with goblins, owls, and sprites. If then we disobey, this will ensue. They'll suck our breaths or pinch us black and blue.
Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Sirrah, I'll dine above with you today and shrive you the 1,000 idle pranks. Sirrah, if he asks you for your master, say he dines forth, and let none creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I in earth, in heaven, or in hell? Sleeping or waking, mad or well advised, known unto these, but to myself disguised. I'll say as they say, and persevere so. And in this mist, at all adventures go.
The master, shall I play the porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter, lest I break your pate.
Come, Antipholus. We dine too late.
Oh, yeah.
Act 3. The one where dinner.
Good Signor Angelo. You must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of the tarsanet, and that tomorrow you'll bring it home. But here's a man that would face me down. He met me on the mart, and that I beat him and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. Thou villain thou, what didst thou mean by this?
Say what thou wilt, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart, I have your hand to show. If the skin were parchment, and the blows you gave were ink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Marry, so it doth appear by the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear. I should kick being kicked, and being at that pass you would keep from my heels, and beware of an ass.
You're sad, Signor Balthazar. Pray God our cheer may answer my good will and your good welcome here. Soft. My door is locked. Go bid them let us in.
Maud, Marion, Bridget, Cecil, Jillian, Jim.
Moe, Malthorse, Cap'n, Coxcomb, Idiot, Patch?
What Patch has made our boarder? My master stays here in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch a cold on his feet.
Who talks within there? Pope! Open the door.
Right, sir. I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
For? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today here you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keepest me out from the house I owe?
The porter for this time, sir. And my name is Dromio.
Hold the phone. Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name. The one never got me credit, the other mickle blame.
Romeo, what a coil is there? Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in, Luce.
No, Faith, he comes too late, and so tell your master.
Oh, Lord, I must laugh. Have at you with a proverb. Shall I set in my staff?
Have it you with another. That's when, can you tell?
If thy name be Luce, thou hast answered him well.
Oh, thou baggage, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ache.
Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before.
Here, wife. Sir knave, go get you from the door.
If you went in pain, master, this knave would go sore.
Here we find neither cheer, sir, nor welcome. We would fain have either.
They stand at the door, master. Bid them welcome hither.
There is something in the wind that we cannot get in.
You would say so, master, if your garments were thin. Your cake there is warm within. You stand here in the cold. It would make man mad as a buck to be so bought and sold.
Go fetch me something. I'll break open the gates.
Breaking here, and I'll break your name's pick.
Ah, man may break a word with you, sir. Aye, sir, and words are but wind. Aye, and break it in your face, so he breaketh not behind.
It seems thou wants breaking. Out upon me. Time.
Well, I'll break it. Go borrow me a crow.
A crow? A crow without feather? Master, mean you, sir?
Patience, sir. Let it not be so. Herein you war against your reputation and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honour of your wife. At this time, the doors are made against you. Yeah? Be ruled by me. Depart in patience, and let us to the Tiger all to dinner, and after supper come yourself alone to know the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to brave king now in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and that supposed by the common rat against your yet ungalled estimation, that may with foul intrusion enter in and dwell upon your grave when you're dead.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, and in despite of mirth, mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse. There will we dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest, without desert, hath oftentimes upbraided me withal. To her will we to dinner. Good sir, get you home and fetch the chain. By this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine, for there's the house. That chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite my wife, upon mine hostess there. Great plan. Good sir, make haste, since mine own doors refuse to entertain me. I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jest will cost me some expense. Is it clear? Wife?
And can it be thou hast forgot a husband's office? Shall love in building grow so ruinous? If thou didst wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness. Or, if thou like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye. Look sweet, be fair, become disloyalty. Apparel vice like fortune's harbinger. Bear a fair presence, though your heart is tainted. Be secret false, what need she be acquainted? What simple thief brags of his own attaint? 'Tis double false to truant with your bed and let her read it in your looks and poor. Alas, poor women! Make us believe, being compact of credit, that you love us. Though others have the arm, show us the sleeve, we in your fortune turn, and you may move us. Then, gentle brother, get you in. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis simple false to be a little vain when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is, else I know not, nor by what wonder you do hit mine. Far more to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note, to drown me in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hairs, and as a bed I'll take them and there lie. and in that glorious supposition think he gains by death, and hath such means to die. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sink.
What, are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but mated, how I do not know.
It is a fault that springeth from your
For
eye.
gazing on your beams, fair sun being by.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
So to wink sweet love as look on night.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
My sister's sister.
That's my sister.
Oh. Hey. Sister. And the father. Second. No, it is thyself. Mine own self's better part. Mine eyes clear eye, my dear heart's dear heart. My food, my fortune, my sweet hope's aim, my soul earth's heaven, and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. And thou hast no husband, yet nor I no wife. Give me your hand.
Soft! Air! Hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Oh, wait. Oh, how now, Dromio, where runnest thou so fast?
Master, do you know me? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio, thou art my man, thou art thyself.
I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself.
What woman's man? And besides thyself.
Mary, besides myself, I am due unto a woman. One that blames me, one that haunts me, one that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Mary, such claims as you would lay unto your horse, and she lays claim unto me.
What is she?
Called me Dromio. Swore I was assured to her. Told me what privy marks I have about me, as the mark on my shoulder, the wart on my neck, the great mole on my left arm.
I didn't know you had that.
I, amazed, ran from her as a witch.
There's witches?
I don't do witches.
Yeah. Go, hide me presently, post to the road, and if the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the mart, where I will walk till thou return to me. If everyone knows us and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge, hack, and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife.
There's none but witches do inhabit here, and so it were high time I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul doth for a wife abhor. I mean, oh. But her fair sister, possessed with such gentle sovereign grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But lest I be guilty to self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid song.
Master Antipholus!
Ah! Aye, that is my name.
I know it well, sir. Lo, here is the chain which you had of me. I thought to have taken it to you at the Porpentine. The chain, unfinished, maybe you stay thus long.
What is your will that I shall do with this?
What? Please yourself, sir. I have made it for you.
Made for me. I bespoke it not.
Oh, not once, not twice, but 20 times you have. Go home with it and please your wife withal. And then at supper time, I will visit you and receive my share of money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you never see chain nor money more.
You are a merry man, sir. Very well.
No, wait, come back, please, 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 please. please. What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I think. There's no man so vain that would refuse so fair an offered chain. Biggest thing. I'll to the mart, and there Fort Dromio stay. If any ship put out, straight away.
Act 4, wherein the gang goes mental.
You know since Pentecost the sum is due. Either make present satisfaction, or I'll attack you by this officer.
Even the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. At the instant we met, he had of me a chain. At 5 o'clock I shall receive the money for the same.
That labor may you save. See where he comes.
While I go to the goldsmith's house, go thou and buy a rope's end. That will I bestow among my wife and her confederates for locking me out of my doors by day. But soft, see the goldsmith. Get thee gone. Buy thou a rope and bring it home to me. I buy £1,000 a year. I buy a rope, I guess. A man is well holp up that trusts to you. I promised your presence and the chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. But like you thought our love would last too long were it chained together, and therefore came not.
Saving your merry humor, sir. Here's the note. How much your chain weighs to the utmost carat, the fineness of the gold, and the charge full fashion, which doth amount to 3 odd ducats more than I stand dead into this gentleman. I pray you see him presently discharged. He's bound for sea and stays but for it.
I am not furnished with the present money. Besides, I have some business in the town. Good senor, take the stranger to my house, and with you take the chain, and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
And you will bring the chain to her yourself.
No, bear it with you, lest I come not time enough.
Well, sir, I will. Have you the chain about you?
And if I have not, sir, I hope you have, or else you may return without your money.
Nay, I pray you, sir, give me the chain.
Good Lord, you use this dalliance to excuse your breach of promise to the porpentine.
The hour steals on. Sir, I pray you, dispatch.
You see how he importunes me? The chain?
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
Come, you know I gave it you even now.
Fine, now you run this humor out of breath. Where's the chain? I pray you let me see it.
My business cannot brook this dalliance. Say you'll answer me, or no. If not, I'll leave him by the officer.
I answer you. What should I answer you?
The money you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave it to you not half an hour hence.
You gave me none. You wrong me much to say so.
And you wrong me more, sir, in denying it. Consider how it stands upon my credit.
Well, officer, arrest him.
I do, and in the Duke's name I order you to obey me.
This touches me in my reputation. Either consent to pay the sum or I attack you by this officer.
Oh, consent to pay thee that I never had. Arrest me, foolish fellow, if thou darest.
Here is thy fee. Arrest him, officer. I would not spare a brother if he should scorn me so apparently.
I'm to arrest you, you hear the suit!
No, but sirrah, you shall buy this sport as dear as all the metal in your shop will answer.
Sir, I will have law in Ephesus.
Yeah!
To your notorious shame, I doubt it not.
Master! There's a bark at Epidamnum that stays but till the owner comes aboard, and then, sir, she bears away. Our fraughtage, sir, I have conveyed aboard. I have got the oil, the balsamum, the aquavitae. The ship is in her trim. The merry wind blows fair from land. She remains but not for her owner, master, and yourself.
How now? A madman! Why, thou peevish sheep, what ship of Epidamnum stays for me?
A ship you sent me for to hire waftage.
I sent thee for a rope, and told thee to what purpose and what end.
You sent me for a rope's end as soon. You sent me to the bay, sir, for a bark.
To Adriana, villain, hie thee straight. Give her this key and tell her, in the desk that's covered over Turkish tapestry, there's a purse of ducats. But let her send it. Tell her I am arrested in the street, and that shall bail me. Hie thee, fool, be gone! On, officer, to prison till it come.
Thither I must, although against my will, for servants must their masters' minds fulfill.
With what persuasion did he tempt thy love?
Words that, in an honest sense, might move. First he did praise my beauty and my speech.
Did speak him fair?
Have patience, I beseech.
I cannot, nor I will not hold me still. Oh! My tongue, though not my heart, shall have his will. He is deformed, crooked, old and sear, ill-faced, worse-bodied, and shapeless. Everywhere. Vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmatical, and making worse in mind.
Who would be jealous then of such a one? No evil lost is wailed when it is gone.
Oh, that I think him better than I say, and would wherein others' eyes were worse. Far from her nest the lapwing cries away. My tongue prays for him, though my heart do curse.
Here! Go! The desk! The purse! Sweet, now make haste!
How hast thou lost thy breath?
By running fast.
Where is thy master? Dromio, is he well?
No, he's in Tartar's limbo. Worse than hell. A devil in an everlasting garment.
Why, man, what is the matter?
I do not know the matter. He is rested on the case.
What? He's arrested. Tell me at whose suit?
I do not know at whose suit he is arrested. Well, will you send him? Mistress. Redemption? The money in his desk.
Go fetch him, sister. This I wonder at, that he unknown to me should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a band?
Not on a band, but on a stronger thing. A chain. A chain. You heard it ring?
What, the chain?
No, the bell. It's time that I were gone.
Go, Romeo, there's the money, bear it straight, and bring thy master home immediately. Come, sister, I am pressed down with conceit. Conceit, my comfort and my injury.
There's not a man I meet but doth salute me as if I were some well-acquainted friend. Some tender money to me, some invite me, some thank me for kindnesses, some offer me commodities to buy. Even now, A tailor called me into his shop to show me silks he had bought for me. And therewithal, took measure of my body.
Here's the gold you sent me for. What? Have you got the picture of old Adam, new apparel?
Gold. Are there any ships for may we be gone?
Why, I sent you word but an hour since that the bark expedition put forth tonight. But then, sir, you were hindered by the sergeant to tarry for Ahoy. Delay. Here are the angels you sent for to deliver you.
The fellow is distracted, and so am I. And here we wander in illusion. Oh, some blessed power, deliver us from hence.
How now? How now? Mr. Nicholas, I see you found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you promised me today?
Satan, avoid, I charge thee, tempt me not.
Is this Mistress Satan?
It is the devil.
Nay, she is worse. She is the devil's dame. I'm not near her.
You and your man are marvelous merry, sir. Will you come with me? We'll mend our dinner here.
Master, if you do expect spoon me, or speak a long spoon.
Why, Romeo?
Mary, he must have a long spoon that must dine with the devil.
So long, you're meeting with the devil. Yeah, that's good. Avoid then, fiend! What tellest thou me of sucking? Thou art, as you are, a sorceress. I conjure you to leave me and be gone!
Master, it didn't work.
Either give me the ring of mine you had at dinner, or for my ring the chain you promised, and I'll be gone. Sir, I will not trouble you.
Some devils ask but the parings of one's nail. A pin, a hair, a rush, a drop of blood, a nut, a cherry stone, but she, more covetous, would have the chain. Master, be wise, and if you give it her, the devil will shake it in our face and frighten us with it.
The ring or else my chain. I hope you don't mean to cheat me so.
Avaunt, thou witch! Come, Romeo, let us go.
Now out of doubt, Antipholus is mad. Elsewise he would never so demean himself. A ring he hath of mine, worth 40 ducats. And for the same he promised me a chain. Both one and the other he denies me now. Me, like his wife, acquainted with his fits, on purpose shut the door against his way. My way is to hie home to his house and tell his wife that being a lunatic, he rushed into my house and took perforce my ring away. That is the course I fittest choose, for 40 ducats is too much to lose.
Fear me not, man. I will not break away. Oh, give thee, here I leave thee, so much money toward thee as I am rested for. Oh, my wife is in a wayward mood today, and will not lightly trust the messenger that I should be attached in Ephesus. I tell you, 'twill sound harshly in her ears. Oh, here comes my man. I think he brings the money. How now, sir? Have you that I sent you for?
Here's that, I warrant you. We'll pay them all.
100 at the rate.
Oh, to what end did I bid thee hie thee home?
To the rope then, sir, and to that end am I returned.
Oh, and to that end, sir, I will welcome you.
Oh, good sir! Be patient!
Nay, 'tis for me to be patient. I am an adversity.
Good! Now hold that tongue! Oh, thy senseless villain!
I would I were senseless, sir, that I might not feel your blows.
How say you now? Is your husband not mad? His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, thou art a conqueror. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will please you what you will demand.
Alas, how fiery, how sharp he looks. Mark, how he trembles in ecstasy.
Give me your hand! And let me feel your pulse.
Here is my hand, and let it feel your ear.
I charge thee, Satan, housed within this man, to yield possession to my holy prayers, and to thy realm of darkness hie thee straight. I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
No, peace, peace, shooting wizard, peace. I am not mad.
Oh, that thou wert not, poor distressed soul!
Oh, you are these your customers? Did this companion feasted at my house today, whilst upon me the guilty doors were shut?
Husband, God doth know you dined at home where you would have remained until this time, free from this slander and these open shames.
Dined at home. Thou villain. Thou villain, thou. What dost thou say thou is?
Sir, sooth to say, you did not dine at home.
Were not my doors locked up, and I shut out?
Prithee, your doors were locked, and you shut out.
Thou hast suborned the goldsmith to arrest me.
Alas, I sent you money to redeem you by Dromio here who came in haste for it.
Money by thee? Heart and goodwill you like, but surely, master, not a rag of money.
Oh, went not thou to her for a purse of ducats?
He came to me and I delivered it.
I am witness with her that she did.
God and the rope maker bear me witness that I was sent for nothing but a rope.
Both man and master is possessed. I know it by their pale and deadly looks. They must be... no, not that one.
Who was it that?
That one looks cool. What is wrong?
Bound and laid in some dark wood.
Say, wherefore dost thou walk me forth today? And why dost thou deny the bag of gold?
I did not. Gentle husband, lock thee forth.
And gentle master, I received no gold. But I confess that we were locked out.
Disassembling villain, thou speakest false and bold!
Thou art false in all, and art confederate with a damned pact to make a loathsome abject scorn of me. But with these nails back out these false eyes that would behold in me this shameful sport.
Oh, bind him, bind him!
More
Let him
company,
not
the
come
thief
near
is
me!
strong within him!
What, will you murder me?
Masters, let him go! He is my prisoner, you shall not have!
Find this man, for he is frantic too!
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer? I will discharge thee ere I go from thee. Bear me forthwith unto his creditor, and knowing how the dead grows, I will pay it. Good master doctor, see him safe, conveyed home to my house. Most unhappy day!
Most unhappy strumpet!
goldsmith? Do you know him?
I know the man. Say, what is the sum he owes?
500 ducats.
Say, how grows it do?
Due for a chain your husband had of him.
He did bespeak a chain for me, but had it not.
When your husband, all in a rage today, rushed into my house and took perforce my ring away. The ring I did see on his finger just now. Straight after he did meet me with a chain.
It may be so, but I did never see it. Jailer, bring me where the goldsmith is. I long to know the truth here of at large.
Ow!
God, for thy mercy, they are loose again!
And come with naked swords. Let's call more help to have them bound again.
Away, they'll kill us!
I see these witches are afraid of swords.
She that would be your wife now ran away from you.
Come to the center and fetch our stuff from thence. I long that we were safe and sound aboard.
Let us stay here this night. It will surely do us no harm. You seldom speak us fair. Give us gold. Thinks they are such a gentle nation that.
I will not stay tonight for all the town. Oh, sorry. Therefore, away to get our stuff aboard.
Whoa! That's where it was. Yeah, they won't know. Let's go.
Act 5, the one in which I'm sorry, sir, to have hindered you, but I protest. He had of me a chain, though most dishonestly doth deny it.
But how is the man esteemed here in the city?
Second to none that lives here in the city. His wealth may bring my word at any point.
Speak softly, as yonder I think he walks.
Signor Antipholus, I wonder, sir, why you would bring me to such shame and indignity, and certainly not some scandal to yourself. That chain you had of me. Can you deny it?
I think I did, sir. I deny it not.
Oh, that you did, sir, and forswore it, too.
Who heard me to deny it or forswear
What?
it?
These ears of mine, thou knowest it hear thee? Fie on thee, wretch! 'Tis a pity that thou livest to walk where any honest man resort.
Thou art but villain to impeach me thus. I'll prove mine honor and mine honesty presently against thee, if thou darest stand.
Oh, I do, and defy thee, a villain.
Ha-ha!
Hurt him not, for God's sake, he is mad. Some get within him, take his sword away, bind Romeo too, and bear them straight to my house.
Run, master, run! Get a house!
Hark! An audience!
This is surprising!
Be quiet, people. What brought you hither?
To fetch my poor distracted husband hence, that we may bind him fast and bear him home for his recovery.
Oh, I'm sorry that I did draw on him.
No, not a creature enters in my house.
Then send your servants forth that we may have him hither.
Neither. He hath taken this place for sanctuary, and he shall have that privilege from your hands till I have brought him to his wits again, or lose my labor in saving.
I will attend my husband, be his nurse, diet his sickness, for it is my office and having no attorney but myself.
Be patient. Thou shalt not have him till I use the approved means I have, through syrups, drugs, and holy prayers, to make of him a formal man again. It is a part and parcel of mine oath, a charitable duty of mine order. Therefore, depart and leave him here with me.
I will not hence and leave my husband here.
Be quiet and depart. Thou shalt not have him.
Ah!
Complain unto the Duke of this indignity.
Come, go, I will fall prostrate at his feet.
Anon, as I think the Duke himself comes this way to the melancholy vale, to see the reverend Syracusan merchant, who unluckily put into this bay, according to the laws and statutes of the town, is beheaded publicly for his offense.
Hark how they come!
Kneel to the Duke before he pass the abbey.
Yet once again we proclaim it publicly. If any man shall pay the sum for him, he shall not die.
Justice, most gracious Duke, against the abbess.
She is a reverend and virtuous lady. It cannot be she hath done thee wrong.
So please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, whom I made lord of me and all I had at your important letters, this ill day and outrageous fit of madness did take him that desperately he hurried through the streets, with him his bondman all mad as him, doing displeasure to the citizens by rushing in their houses, bearing thence rings, jewels, anything his rage did like, until he fled into this abbey, whither we tried to pursue him, but here the abbess shut the gates on us, and will not suffer us to fetch him out, nor send him forth, that we may bear him home.
Go. Some of you knock on the abbey gates. I will determine this before I stir.
Go, 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 go. Justice! Most gracious Duke, oh, grant me justice. Even for the service that long since I did thee, when I bestrid thee in the wars, it took deep scars to save thy life. Even for the blood that then I lost for thee, now grant me justice.
Unless the fear of death doth make me dote, I see my sons Antipholus and Romeo.
Justice, sweet prince, against that woman there, she whom thou gavest to me to be my wife, that hath abused and dishonored me even in the strength and height of injury. This day, great Duke, she shut the doors upon me while she with villains feasted in my house.
A grievous fault. Woman, didst thou so?
No, my lord, today he, myself, and my sister designed together, so that all my soul, as this is false, he burdens me with all.
Ne'er may I look on day nor sleep on night, but she tells your highness the simple truth.
Oh, perjured woman! They both are forsworn. In this the madman justly chargeth them.
My liege, I am advised what I say, neither disturbed with the effect of wine, nor heady rash provoked with raging ire. Albeit my wrongs might make one wiser mad. This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not packed with her, could witness it, for he was with me then, who parted with me to go fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine, where Balthazar and I did dine together. Our dinner done, and he not coming thither, I went to seek him. In the street I met him, and in his company that gentleman. There did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received the chain which God he knows I saw not, for the which he did arrest me with an officer. I did obey, and sent my peasant home for certain ducats. He with none returned. Then fairly I bespoke the officer to go in person with me to my house. By the way we met my wife, her sister, and a rabble more of vile confederates. Along with them, they brought one pinch. Hungry, lean-faced villain. A mere anatomy, a mountebank, a threadbare juggler, and a fortune-teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, sharp-looking wretch. Forsooth took on him as conjurer, and feeling my pulse, gazing in my eyes, and with no faces toward our face, and he cries out, I was possessed!
He is possessed!
Then altogether they fell upon me, bound me, bore me thence, and in a dark and dankish vault at home there left me and my man, both bound together, till gnawing with my teeth, my bonds asunder, I gained my freedom, and ran immediately from all the way over there to your grace, whom I beseech to give me ample satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities.
My lord, in truth, thus far I witness with him that he dined not at home, but was locked out.
But had he such a chain of thee, or no?
Yes, he did, my lord. And it was seen by these people here when he rushed into that abbey there, from which I think you are come by miracle.
I never came within these abbey gates. I never saw the shame. So help me heaven.
Why, what an intricate impeach is this? I think you all have drunk of Circe's cup. If here you housed him, here he would have been. If he were mad, he would not have fled so coldly. You say he dined at home. The goldsmith here denies that saying. Oh, sirrah, yes, what say you?
Sir, he dined with her there at the Porpentine.
Thank you.
Okay. Go, call the Lady Abbess hither. I think you all are mated or stark mad.
Most mighty Duke, vouchsafe me speak a word. Happily I see a friend will save my life and pay the sum that may deliver me.
Speak freely, Sir Kearsarge, what thou wilt.
It's not your name, sir, called Antipholus. And is not this your bondsman, Dromio?
Well, within this hour I was his bondsman, sir, for lately we were bound, as you are now, but he, I think, am not into my cords. Now am I Dromio and his man unbound.
Okay. You both remember me.
Ourselves we do remember by you, for lately we were bound, as you are now. You are not Pinch's patient, are you, sir?
No! Why look you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Oh, grief hath changed me since you saw me last, and careful hours with times to form in hand hath written strange features on my face. But tell me yet, dost thou not know my voice?
Neither.
Romeo, nor thou.
No, neither nor I.
I am sure thou dost.
Aye, but I am sure I do not. And whatsoever a man denies, you are now bound to believe him.
Do not know my voice. Oh, time's extremity hath thou so cracked and split in my poor tongue in 7 short years, that here my only son knows not the feeble key of my untuned cares. Tell me, thou art my son, Antipholus.
I never knew my father in my life.
Most mighty Duke, behold a man much wronged.
What? No, wait, hold on. Oh my God.
I see 2 husbands, or mine eyes deceive me.
One of these men is genius of the other, and so of these. But which is the natural man, and which the spirit? And who deciphers them?
I, sir, am Romeo. Command him away.
I, sir, am Dromio. Pray, let me stay.
Aegean, art thou not? Or else his ghost?
My old master, who hath bound him here? Whoever bound him, I shall loose his bonds and gain a husband by his liberty. Speak, good Aegean, if thou beest the man that hadst a wife once called Amelia, or if thou beest the same Aegean, speak, and speak unto the same Amelia.
If I dream not, thou art she. If thou art she, where are those sons that floated with thee on the fatal raft?
By men of Epidamnum, he and I and the twin Dromio were both taken up. This one, actually. By and by, a rude fisherman of Corinth came and force took him and my son from me, and me they left with those of Epidamnum. What then became of them, I cannot tell. I to this fortune that you see me in.
Why, here begins this morning's story right. Oh! These 2 Antipholus, these so like, these 2 Dromios, one in semblance, besides her urging of a wreck at sea. These are the parents of these children, which by accident are met together. I got it. Antipholus, thou came to Corinth first.
No, sir, not I. I came from Syracuse.
Stand apart. I know not which is which.
I came from Corinth, most gracious Lord.
And I with him.
Which of you two did dine with me today?
I, sweet mistress.
And are you not my husband?
No. I say nay to that.
And so do I. I mean, yet did she call me so? And this, her fair sister here, did call me brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall have some leisure to make good, if this be not a dream I see and hear.
Maybe.
That, sir, is the chain which you had of me. Can you deny it?
I did, sir. I deny it not.
And you, sir, for this chain, arrested me.
I think I did, sir. I deny it not.
I sent you money, sir, to redeem you by Dromio here, but I think he brought it not.
No, none by me.
Dromio.
Oh!
I received from you, and my man Dromio did bring them. I see we still did meet each other's man, and I was taken for him and he for me, and thereupon these errors are arose.
These ducats, whatever's in there, pawn I for my father here.
Oh, thou shalt not need. Thy father hath his life.
Yeah.
Ah!
Travail of you, my sons, until this present moment, the weary burthen ne'er delivered. The Duke, my husband, and my children, both, and you, the calendars of their nativity, go to a gossip's feast, and go with me. After such great grief, such festivity.
With all my heart, I'll gossip at this feast. Okay.
This is so much. Shall I fetch your stuff, sir, from shipboard?
Dromio, what stuff of mine hast thou embarked?
The things that lace or hook the centaur.
To me he speaks. Dromio, I am your master. We'll look to that anon. Come with us. Embrace thy brother there. Rejoice with him.
There is a friend at your master's house that kitchened meat for you today at dinner. She shall now be my sister, not my wife.
Sorry. He thinks you are my glass and not my brother. I see myself by you, a sweet-faced youth. Will you walk in to see their gossiping?
Not I, sir. You are my elder.
Well, that's a question. How shall we try it?
We'll draw for Turk. Till then, lead thou first.
Nay. Then thus. We came into this world like brother and brother. Now, let's go hand in hand, not one before another. Oh no. Together, teamwork. Ah!
on the comedy of errors.